Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Laquana McIntyre, aka I Am Successful Too. You're watching The Road to Success, and welcome to another wonderful video, guys. So today I want to talk about finding love after 38 years old, or being 38 years old, and realistic expectations. Okay, so I didn't make any notes for this video or whatever. I guess I'm just kind of speaking from the spirit on this video. My bad about y'all. My bad, y'all. I had to stop and come back. All right, so okay, I'm gonna try my best to not make this video like everywhere, you feel me? And I'm not gonna make it too long either, okay? So dating after 38, I say dating after 38 because that's how old I am currently, but I'm just gonna say dating after 30 in general, okay? So a lot of us has become single after being in a long-term marriage or relationship, okay? So listen, if you were married or in a long-term relationship for over, I'm gonna say at least 6 years or more. 6 years or more. I will say 5 years or more. When you get back in the dating streets, I'm going to be real, it's a whole nother beast than what it was before, okay? It's a whole nother beast before you had got versus what it was before you actually got into your union with whoever it was you were with previously, okay? Like, let's say, you got married 10 years ago. Being single today is different than what it was 10 years ago, okay? First of all, you're older now, okay? So you're older. And number two, for a lot of us, you're not only older, but you now have baggage, and that's something you may have not had 10 years ago. And when I say baggage, 9 times out of 10, you left that 10-year marriage or relationship now with some hurt, trauma, some pain. You done been cheated on, dogged out. So now you got some baggage because you got trust issues, or if you got a divorce or whatever. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now you got child support that you battling. I don't know what your situation is, but now you have baggage. You may have a crazy baby daddy, baby mama, whatever. You feel me? Now you got baggage versus 10 years prior, you didn't have that baggage. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing is, the dating game is just different now than what it was years and years ago. Once upon a time, when it came to meeting people and dating, you had to do it the old school way, which was meet people actually in person and exchange numbers and get to know each other mindsets. Now, with the rise of social media and new technology, you can meet people virtually. You don't have to meet somebody in person. And a lot of people are choosing to date that way now. People are choosing to meet people virtually. Men are not really approaching women anymore. Now women are more aggressive. Now women are approaching men and doing it in very tasteless ways, from what I heard. And then, not to mention, just the amount of temptation that is online now. Just everything that you're seeing, all different body types and different women showing themselves off, and men. And now it's just making people feel like, oh, I can get that. It's like now it's creating unrealistic expectations when it comes to dating. And a lot of people are carrying this social media thing into the real world, and it just doesn't translate that way. You know what I'm saying? Trying to come into the real world with a social media mindset is what keeps you single. I'm just gonna be honest, okay? It's what's gonna keep you single, okay? And when you're a person like myself who is very spiritual, and you're trying to date in a worldly, you're trying to date with a bunch of worldly minded people, it's hard. It is very, very hard, because You are going to run into a lot of people who are hurt, broken, and unhealed, and just traumatized as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty sad because now there's a huge gender war in the Black community, and men and women are literally battling and going up against each other. I literally just read, some disgusting comments, on my previous video from men. Now, just only imagine if those men were more polite, more forthcoming, what a great union it could make. Because in that particular video, I was not bashing men. I didn't say anything about decentering men. I simply expressed how important is it for me to find and form a healthy partnership in order to have a long-lasting relationship. If a man is triggered, a man or woman is triggered by that particular statement, that proves my point that there are a lot of unhealed, traumatized individuals in the world. And again, because of that, it makes it hard to date when you consider yourself a person who has done the work, who has healed, who do understand people and how, mindsets work. And when you are a person who is healed and you've done the work, you may still be a work in progress, but you absolutely refuse to settle. Because I'm going to be honest, I know how it feels to date in a broken mindset. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you date with a broken heart or a broken mindset, that creates desperation. And what comes from desperation is you accepting anything. You know what I'm saying? That's what create those toxic soul ties. You feel me? So I'm going to be honest, like, if you are someone who is newly single after coming out of a long-term relationship, I want to go ahead and tell you, like, it's not going to be what you think it is. Like, and that's just real talk. It's not going to be a situation where you're going to have all of this abundance of men and abundance of women. Now, I can't really, I'm going to be honest. Let me retract that statement because I cannot speak for men because I'm not a man. So I can't speak for men. I mean, I have talked to a lot of men who says it's hard to date now as well, though, because they feel like women are money hungry or whatever they say, like women are messed up now. They say the women of the West or whatever are messed up. But as a woman, I'm gonna say this. Ladies, if you are newly single after coming out of a long-term relationship, I'm just gonna go ahead and say prepare to be single for a while. Prepare to be single for a while, sis. Go ahead and start dating and learning yourself. You know what I'm saying? Getting closer to God and start really building yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Building up your emotional intelligence, building yourself up as a woman. That way you can start attracting a better type of man, okay? But don't get out here automatically out top thinking that you're going to get a rebound. You know what I'm saying? Because if you come out with that mindset, that's just what you're going to get, and it's going to be trash, okay? You're going to end up attaching yourself to that rebound, and here you are again in another relationship that is going to be another time waster or a lesson learned. So, again, if you're newly single, I'm going to recommend to get out of, as soon as you, hit the ground running, building yourself up mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And it is okay to date. It is totally okay to date. But I would recommend taking just a little bit of time off to get to know you. Just a little bit. And getting familiar with the new society that you're in versus what society you were in before you got into your last relationship. Because again, this is a whole new beast in the dating game. Okay, so yeah, once upon a time it might have been very easy to meet a man, and even then when you were meeting men back then, a lot of them probably wasn't for you, but you probably were just you know what I'm saying, going with the flow because you really just didn't know no better. Versus when you get older and you become wiser, now you know better. Because if you know better, you do better, okay? So, I mean, that's just being realistic, But it's a beautiful thing, you know, whenever it's a very beautiful thing whenever you use your singleness wisely, you know, and you really, really, really like nurture those relationships in your life that truly does matter, and you really start learning boundaries and sticking to it. It is the most beautiful experience you will ever encounter in your whole entire life, I'm telling you. And I think that is why, like, there is some people that's truly triggered and mad when they hear people talk about being single and happy, because they never experienced it and they don't even know how it feels. They've been married and in relationships their entire life, ever since they were in high school, and never have gotten to know who they were and what they truly like. They don't even have their own identity. So whenever they see someone else who does, it creates that jealousy, like, dang, I wish I knew how that felt. Instead of saying, I wish I knew how that felt, instead they want to bash. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't speak on something that you know nothing about. You heard me? You know, don't speak on nothing you know nothing about. If you don't been in relationships all your life, don't come for people who are saying that they're single and happy, because you don't know what it looks or feel like. So yeah, like, again, it is hard. I say all that to say it is hard. It is very, very hard in these dating streets. It is not easy, okay? But it's beautiful whenever you have become, you know, content and happy in your singleness. And for the ones who listens with a broken ear and that wants to attack, that is not to say that, oh, I don't ever want to have a man. I don't want nothing. I just want to be single for the rest of my life. No, that is not what I'm saying. I am absolutely open and ready for a godly relationship with a godly man. But if that is not what is in front of me, it is not going to happen. Period. I refuse to settle, and I did a video previously on that. Trust me, whenever you know, if you're newly single, whenever you do become comfortable with yourself and you find self-love and you find peace, when you really learn what peace looks and feel like, you will never go back. I'm telling you, you'll never go back. Like, anybody you meet moving forward, if they are creating any type of turmoil, especially early in the game, it is going to make it so easy for you to like set in those boundaries. I'm just going to be honest. Like, it just makes it easy, because it's like, man, I'm at peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm at peace and I don't want to lose that. And that's not to say that you don't know how to compromise whenever you meet someone and things may not go your way, because we're willing to compromise, but there are some things that you absolutely know, we know that we're not supposed to be dealing with, you know, like, we know it, you know what I'm saying? It's just some of y'all like just want somebody so bad that you just go for whatever, you know what I'm saying? So please rid that desperate energy, if you are newly single. Do not come out in the game with that desperate energy, sis, because I'm telling you, if you do, you're going to enter a new relationship more hurt up than what you were before you left the other one. Okay, so that's all I gotta say. I do have a new community, y'all, called Unmarried, Single, and Childless, for the women out there who are like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you would like to connect to like-minded women, we meet virtually bi-weekly, and we pretty much just kind of bounce ideas off of each other. We love on each other. We pray for each other. We create a union. We have a nice bond. We laugh, like, listen, you name it. And we are from all over the United States, okay? So that sounds like a community you would like to be a part of, then please be sure you click the link into the description box. Right now, it's just a Facebook group, but in a WhatsApp chat that we have. But I am expanding this into something a lot more greater. I also plan to have more advice on there, you know what I'm saying, like dating tips and tips for self-care and just becoming more content in your singleness, because I do get it, like as women specifically, it is hard for us when we have become a certain age and we don't have what society say we're supposed to have. It's easy to get into your head and feel less than. And that's why I built this community, because I really want you to stand in your power. And I want you to, again, know how to hold your head high and say, listen, I love me, I'm proud of me, and I am patiently waiting for someone who deserves me. Okay? Love you for watching. Be sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, guys. And leave a comment below. Talk to you later.